Hey guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to the year of inflation. Will inflation go? I don't know. Will it stay? To be determined. Let's get right into it. Food inflation.
You're making us pay for grapes, apples, things that God gave us for free.
Just for anybody out there who thinks that inflation is not real, this right here cost me $115 after tax. And even if you are going to come at me and say, oh yeah, toilet paper is really expensive, you take that $19.99 out, and all of this right here is literally still $86+ before taxes. I got like literally deodorant, flour, milk, juice, and like $86 just for this, not the toilet paper.
Sugar, flour, bread. Those are basic food. Eggs. You can't buy eggs. Even lime. You could have got a 50 pence lime. Now it's a pound. Everything is going up. Clothes and things, they're not going up because you don't need clothes, but you need food. Wages doesn't go up. In the COVID time, I put my life on the line to save other people. But yet still, I get no thanks, nothing. My wages doesn't go up. My children can't find food. You used to eat 3 times a day. Now you have to limit it to 1 time a day.
I feel like in this video she's telling, she's got a good point. I feel like, wages don't keep up with inflation at all, to be honest with you. Yes, we get raises, and in my opinion, I don't think they keep up at all, to be honest with you. It feels like I'm going backwards instead of forward, in other words. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but it's the way it feels sometimes.
Who can relate?
Hey, what's all this?
Oh, I just went and did some grocery shopping today.
Didn't we just go grocery shopping last week and spend $500?
Man, them kids ate all that up.
These kids getting greedy as hell.
You ain't gotta tell me.
They gonna bankrupt us. I can't wait till they go their ass back to school.
How in the world? How did we get to the point where this is $7? What? How in the world? How?
How did header letters become $6.99? That's like weird. I see in the stores that it's not that much. I see like maybe, I think I've seen it for like $3, but not 7. I don't know if that's just a Canada thing or not. So let me know in the comment section if you guys live in Canada. Paying $7 for romaine letters. I'm sorry, header letters. Sorry.
So I try not to complain, but this is ridiculous. This is what $116 gets you in Canada today in Interior BC. This is all I got. I got 1 bag of chips, 1 loaf of bread, baby snacks, ice cream sandwiches, 9 breasts of chicken, 2 boxes of cracker, eggs that were on sale, turkey, formula. That baby was not cheap. 2 things of melatonin and 3 cans of pasta sauce. All of that for $116. Wow.
Yeah, everyone's experiencing inflation. I feel like, you spend double or triple what you did like maybe 3 years ago. That's how it feels sometimes. But, it is what it is. I guess we just have to get 2, 3 jobs just to support the household. It is what it is.
In 2019, all of this food in here only cost $87.50. We're gonna go into Whole Foods and we're gonna see how much prices have gone up since 2019. In 2000, this was only $67. So let's see how much it costs in 2023. 4 yogurts, 1 gallon of milk, a box of butter, the large grade A eggs, half and half for the coffee, some bread, 1 pound of ground beef, pound of bacon, 1.25 pounds of chicken breast, the koala crisp, hot dog buns, spaghetti pasta, roasted garlic, oven roasted turkey breast, potatoes, bundle of organic bananas, baby carrots, bag of broccoli, Southwest salad pre-made because we're lazy, coffee, and that's our list. Prices have gone up a lot since COVID. I would love to know, how much are you spending on groceries every single month? So all of these groceries now cost $117.
Wow, that price almost doubled. That is crazy. Such a big increase. I mean, maybe one day we'll go back to the norms, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So let's just pray that it does.
Everything sucks. Just kidding.
I just went to the grocery store to pick up things that I've run out of, and my total was $60. You guys, how are families making ends meet? So yeah, if you're not from America and you're thinking, what the fuck is going on over there? We're all asking the same question.
No, to be honest with you, I gotta correct you there. It's not just America. It's actually all around the world that's experiencing inflation. I don't think there is anybody that is immune to it. If it's happening in America, you best believe it's happening everywhere else.
You know, I really try to keep it cute. I try to be understanding, be an adult about this whole inflation situation. But at this point, they're playing. So originally, I was seeing stuff go up 20, 50 cents or whatever. But what I really want to talk about is honestly the price of French fries and tater tots more importantly. They were $2.99. Then they went up to $3.29, which was okay. They are now $5.99 in the stores. And I am at my wit's end. I'm finna just...
Best thing to do in a situation is just stop eating them and eat something else. Maybe you could replace it with something else or make your own tater tots for that. I don't know, that's pretty expensive for tater tots though.
Okay, just got back from the grocery store. I had to buy a couple of things. This is what I got. Some cereal, some milk, laundry detergent, deodorant, and toothbrushes. 5 items. Local Target. I live in a suburb of a medium-sized city. It's not like I, bought this stuff in Times Square. 5 items. Guess how much it was? Just guess. Well, here's the receipt. That's today, December 1st, 2023. $51.05. Now, minimum wage in the state that I live in is $13.65. Gross daily wage is about $109. 69%-ish take home. That's $75. I would have to work almost a full day just to buy these 5 items. If you're making $120,000 a year, you might not be feeling this. Good for you. If you're making $40,000 a year, if you're making $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year, like people on Social Security, this is beyond struggling. This is beyond tough times and suck it up. This is a matter of, for a lot of people, survival. When you factor in rent, gas, car payment, whatever else, it's coming down to having to make really scary decisions. This is where we're at.
If you don't believe how expensive life is in BC, let me just paint a little picture for you. So I just went grocery shopping and I spent $102. And this is what I got. A pack of salami, some sausages, some blackberries, raspberries, some soup. My kid really likes that stuff. I got some bagels. I got a case of these little yogurt things he likes. I got a melon, some eggs, and a chicken for $102. Do you know how long this food's gonna last me? Probably like 2 to 3 days. So you're supposed to spend $300 to $400 to $500 a week just to feed your family now? Like, that's sick. That is absolutely sick.
Yes, unfortunately, these are the new times we're living in. Things are getting more expensive. The average person spends about probably $600 to $700 a week, easy, I would say. If you have a big family, sorry.
So here I am shopping, and I see this. I picked this up. All right, you see it's not even like, you see how thin it is? It's super thin. Like the cardboard is what makes it thicker. All right, see this? size comparison, here's my hand, and I'm a woman. It's not even big. Like, there we go, like that. Real thin, light, flimsy. Want to know the price? $10. Insane. I picked up a loaf of bread earlier too. It was $5.99. This is just getting crazy.
Wow, $10 for that. To be honest with you, that will be a snack for me. That wouldn't even be like satisfying at all. To be honest with you, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it'll be like a snack.
This man reveals the true food inflation by comparing prices with the price tags on photos he took a year ago.
So I'm walking around Costco here and I'm noticing these prices. For example, these Madras lentils, $15.99. I bought those a year ago for $6.99. I keep getting told that we got, 6-7% inflation. You gotta be kidding me. Let's look at what else we got going on here. We literally bought this chicken broth, $5.69, 2 months ago. Dang, this is the flour we were buying for $5.99 last year.
The government has its own math that they manipulate in a dodgy way. This
Yeah, guys, I believe that too. I think the numbers are kind of fudged. When you look at things, the big increases in food prices is insane. It's like some of it is like 50 to 60%. 75 is a lot. I see that it's 75 here, but my goodness, I've seen things go up pretty much almost close to that.
Yo, this is what $70 gets you at Walmart. Yep, that's it. $70.
Wow, guys, that's not a lot of stuff. That's a few items. It's got some water in there. It's got a couple of seasonings. I see maybe, what is that? That could be like some sort of ham or something like that, baked beans, and a couple other things. That's not a lot for $70. I don't know how long that's going to last it, but that'll probably last me maybe a day or two, if that. And that's pushing it.
Oh my god. I am freaking pissed. I'm about to have a BF. I am about to have a BF. I'm about to have a BF. I just went to Big Lots looking for a cooler, something completely unrelated. I was like, all right, let me pass by the snacks to see the dog snacks, see if I get something. I was like, oh, let me see something cheap. I bought these. As you see, the price is $5.49. Okay? Receipt. Just bought it. Came into the dollar store. I was gonna buy toilet paper over there too. Came into the dollar store because I was like, no, dollar store has toilet paper cheaper. I just need something quick for right now. Decided to come into the pet section. I bought a ball over there too for $3 for my dog. The balls here, this is like the ones that I pay like $10 for on Amazon. They have it for $1. Bought 4 of those. But, what? I'm freaking pissed. I'm about to have a BF. $5.49. $1.25. Literally the same exact thing. You just get one less in the dollar one. So I can buy not 1, not 2, 3, but 4 of these for less than this and getting 4 times as much, 3-4 times as much. What is going on in this world? Like, it's hard for you to not see stuff like this and think like all this is a setup. Like, you guys are like literally actively trying to keep people impoverished. So I will be returning this. No offense to Big Lots. I Big Lots. I got an awesome couch from there for really cheap. But this is actually absurd. And yeah, that was my BS.
Wow, that's crazy. I would have returned it too, to be honest with you, to Big Lots. There's no shame in returning stuff, guys. If you find better prices, just return it. Simple. Don't buy it when you could buy like 3 or 4 more of them. It just makes logical sense to just return it, to be honest with you, to Big Lots. That's what I would have done anyway.
So I'm an adult with a full-time job and a college education, and I just almost cried in the grocery store checkout when she told me how much it was going to cost, and I only eat pasta and fruits basically. how.
So I decided to make my own list of the things that me and my family have had to give up because of the cost of living increasing. So here's my list. The number one thing on it is all of our subscriptions, really. We didn't really have that much in the first place, but we had Hulu, Disney Plus, and Amazon Prime. And if I'm being honest, Amazon Prime doesn't even deliver like when they say they're going to. That 1 to 2 day shipping is a joke. Anywho, yeah, so we canceled all those subscriptions, and instead with our Roku TV, we got those like free TV apps like Freevee and Plex. So now we don't have to pay for TV anymore. Next thing we gave up was actually my once a month Target trips. Now, anybody who is a stay-at-home parent knows that you literally get no time to yourself. Not even when you're I used to go to Target once a month, and I would set aside like 25 bucks for myself just to get a coffee, get myself some face masks, maybe a t-shirt. Now we can't afford that anymore, so no more Target trips. The next thing that we cut out was actually eating out at a sit-down restaurant. I'm the type of person who always tips, especially I try to do like 20% at least, because I used to be a server and I know that they don't make that much money. But honestly, we just cannot afford to eat out anymore. The only time we go to eat out is if we go to like McDonald's or Wendy's, and then I use the app to get like free stuff with the points. It's the only time we'll ever go out to eat, and it's maybe a couple times a month, maybe. The next thing we actually had to give up was I had to stop working. I actually went back to work in July, and I worked for almost 6 weeks. I was only working part-time because my husband's in the military and we share a car, and then we also can't afford childcare. I was only working weekends, and most of the time I'd work 24 hours. Sometimes I get lucky and be able to work 28. But because I went back to work, we ended up losing our WIC benefits and the food bank that we used to go to because it was income-based. We would only go to that food bank a couple times a month, but that still helped us out a lot because they would usually give us a large amount of food that would probably add up to like $150 in groceries. Getting that twice a month really helped us. But when I went back to work, we lost that and our WIC benefits, and our WIC benefits also really helped us. And then I wasn't able to work more hours to make up for what we had lost. Honestly, with how much money I was bringing in, it wasn't really covering entirely what we lost anyway. But at that point, there was no point in me working. I ended up having to quit my job, and luckily we were able to get our WIC benefits back like the week after, but the food bank you have to wait like a whole month and then reapply. Next thing we had to give up was me and my husband had to give up getting any new clothes of any type. Now, anybody who has ever been postpartum, you know that within the first year of being postpartum, your body changes a lot. I'm still wearing the clothes that I wore when I was pregnant because I can't afford to buy new ones. And not only that, but even though I stopped breastfeeding my daughter when she was like 3 months old, I'm still wearing my breastfeeding bras because I actually cannot afford to buy more. Anybody who has to buy bras, y'all know how expensive that is. Especially for people who are big chested like me, like I'm an F cup. So just to get like a good supportive bra that's actually gonna last a long time, starting price literally is like $55. So yeah, we genuinely cannot afford that. Next thing we had to cut out was actually going to the movies. Honestly, we didn't really go that often anyway. We used to go like maybe once every 3 or 4 months. But now we haven't been to the movies in a year. And honestly, it's because not only are the snacks extremely overpriced, but it's just not worth it anymore, especially when you could just get the movies free at home with like the free apps like Freevee and Plex on your TV. So the next thing we had to give up was weekend trips. Usually once a month, we would take our kids to like Raleigh, or we would go to like Emerald Isle. If you live in North Carolina, you know where those places are. We would do that just to get the kids out of the house, do some new experiences. We would maybe like go to like a petting zoo, or we'd go to like the Raleigh Mall, you know, just do like fun stuff. And now we can't afford that anymore. With gas being $3.50 a gallon, we can't afford the 2-hour drive to Raleigh. The next thing we had to give up was faraway doctor's appointments. So let me go ahead and give like a short explanation of this. Where I live in North Carolina isn't rural, but it's not a big area. Basically, if the military base wasn't here, this town wouldn't really exist. 99% of the jobs that are here are related to the military. And then the 1% that are here are like restaurants and stuff that, again, military people mostly buy from. Yeah, if the military wasn't here, there wouldn't really be any jobs. And so we're not exactly rural, but we're very close to it. Like our closest Target is like a 15-minute drive, 20 minutes with traffic. When it comes to doctors, like if you have to go see any type of specialty doctor, you're at the very least gonna have to drive an hour away from town. And I know that there's definitely more rural areas in America, but I'm just saying, like, for us, like, this is a lot different than what we're used to. And again, with gas being $3.50 a gallon, we can't afford to drive an hour away to go to a doctor's appointment. And our insurance, TRICARE, will only refund you or reimburse you for like a 2-hour or longer trip. And even then, it's still I remember when we first moved here and I was in the 3rd trimester with my daughter. The 2 OBGYN clinics that are in this town, there's only 2 of them, could not take me on as a patient because they had too many patients. Understandably, because there's only 2 to refer me out, and the closest clinic that was able to take me on as a patient was 55 minutes away from us. So making that drive once a month, and then for the last month of my pregnancy, once a week, actually drained our bank account. So yeah, that's literally all the stuff that we've had to give up. Some of it is simple stuff that we used to enjoy, but with the cost of living increasing, we just cannot afford it anymore.
Well, guys, I mean, there's a lot of people cutting stuff out, like this lady, and still falling behind, which is pretty sad. You know, when you think about it, you could be cutting all kinds of things out, you know, especially when you have kids. You can't go to like work and stuff because it's going to cost you even more money to go to work. When you think about it, childcare alone, it could cost you your whole paycheck. Like seriously, then what's the point of going to work at that point? Doesn't make sense. I, I don't know. I don't know what the solution for all this is.
Okay, y'all, I went grocery shopping today and I saw something that just absolutely blew my mind. If this does not tell you, number one, prices are absolutely outrageous. And number two, we have a serious problem in America. Obviously, people are not being able to afford food, so this is what they're doing. I'm out here grocery shopping. I'm looking to make beef and broccoli. And then I noticed this, security tags on the meat.
Wow, security tags on the meat, that's new. I never knew they did that, to be honest with you. I never paid attention to the stuff in the store, like with security tags or anything, but to know they have security tags on meat, that's new. Maybe it's to stop theft, possibly.
Man, what a long day.
Yeah, there's a big difference there's a big difference definitely in between, a couple of years versus today. That's literally probably the way it is now. I mean, I know it's a skit, but it's the truth. This is the way things are, guys. I mean, it's what people are experiencing.
Big Mac, filet fish, large fry. Chicken McNugget. Happy Meal. Happy Meal?
Okay, you want sauce for the nuggets? Ketchup? Okay. And I'll have a hamburger, small fry, and what size guy? Anything for dessert? Okay.
Wow, guys, look at the difference. It was $10.84 in 1990. Now in 2023, which we're really 2024, it's 32.21. That's literally like double the price. Oh, wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. That comes to 1084, please. I need a small orange and a small diet, please. Thanks, Jason. Out of $11. Hi, can I help you?
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get started for you today?
Yeah, can I just get a cheeseburger?
Okay, is that going to be offered today?
Yeah, it's going to be offered today.
All right, it's going to be $378.19.
Well, actually, I don't need the cheese. You can take the cheese off.
No cheese?
Yeah, let's do no cheese. No cheese.
All right, that brings your total down to $312.17.
That sounds better. That sounds better.
All right, and are you going to be paying in full or will you be financing?
Yeah, I'll be financing today.
Okay.
Let's do the finance.
All right, and after interest, your total will be $61 a month for 6 months.
All right.
First window, please. Thank you.
Sorry, guys, you think this is reality in like 1990? Do you think that we're gonna be financing a double cheeseburger? What do you think?
So I just got back from the grocery store. Okay. I live in the middle of Oklahoma. Literally, the middle of Oklahoma is where I live. Okay. I'm going to show you what I bought and I'm going to tell you how much I spent on it. And then I want you to see why I'm broke. This is what I got. Okay. I got 2 things of crescent rolls, a thing of country crock, a thing of Velveeta, value size macaroni and cheese, and a gallon of milk. Guess how much I spent on that? $28.47. Can you see that? Can you see the $28.47 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. $30 on 6 items. We're a family of 6. And I bought basic items and spent $30. I bought no meat. I bought nothing to make an actual meal out of. Like, seriously, I just got macaroni and cheese and some crescent rolls and some milk and butter. Literally, like $30. And it's not even a meal.
So I just had a guy tell me that the economy is booming and that the only reason people are struggling is because they're not working hard enough. Yep, so for all of us struggling, we're just not working hard enough. Does this guy realize that today there are people who are making $30,000 to $50,000 more dollars a year than they were making 3 to 5 years ago, but they are struggling more today than 3 to 5 years ago? Has this guy walked through a grocery store? Has he seen the price of chips? Has he seen the price of cereal? Has he seen the prices of anything? Does he realize that we have elderly who, in order to put food on the table, are having to go work at Walmart even though they're 80 years old? Does he realize that people who are in their 30s and 40s, who do have a job, who do have a good career, have moved back in with their parents because they can't afford the price of rent and they can't buy a home right now because the interest rates are so high and the prices of homes are still high? And then you add on property taxes, and then you add on home insurance. People can't afford that. And it's not as simple as go get a better job, go get a second job. It's not that simple. Telling a mom like me to go get a second job when I'm already working a full-time career and I already have a 2-hour commute every day, I don't have time for that. Okay, so what? I go get a second job and now I'm never with my children? How is that worth it? Oh, and now I have to go pay more daycare expenses? How is that worth it? Okay, we have a lot of people in this country, in this world, struggling, and the answer is not to bury your head in the sand and act like nothing's going on. Do not tell me the economy is booming. The economy is not booming when people are struggling the way they are. And when I mean people that have good jobs, who have good degrees, who have 2 incomes coming in their house, and the family is still struggling. That's not a booming economy.
Proof inflation will ruin us all.
I went to Target yesterday and bought 2 bottles of hair product, a bottle of shampoo, a box of trash bags, and 1 Halloween decoration. $70 on my Target Red card. That's with my 5% discount. My son's looking at the cart and going, Mom, this was $70. We didn't even get anything. Yeah, I know, kid. And he doesn't even remember a time when you could get a 2-bedroom apartment in a decent area of town for $600 a month. Now a 1-bedroom apartment in a mediocre part of town is $2,000 a month. Gas is $5.49 a gallon. It costs me $65 to fill up my tank.
I can't be the only one.
At this point, I promise y'all, I'm about to start eating out. $47.28. All vegetables. This is not even meat. Not even meat. I'm damned if I eat vegetables.